Alright, let's rock and roll. Today I have a review of The Last Exorcism on Blu-ray. Now this is probably about the millionth Exorcism movie, but luckily this one has nothing to do with any of the other ones. It just happened to use exorcism, and it happens to be about an exorcism. So, the story is pretty much this guy, ever since he was younger, he was big into church, and he was preaching at a young age, and I think he becomes a minister, and then he kind of stops believing, and he thinks that everything's a fraud, and I think he gets to the point where he doesn't even believe in God anymore. And pretty much what happens is a child is killed during an exorcism, on accident. They put a bag around his head or something, and he ended up getting suffocated. And so he wants to make a documentary showing how they kind of do all this fake stuff to make people believe exorcisms are real, and maybe it's just to make people scared is why they do them. I'm not sure, but he gets letters a lot from people wanting to come do exorcisms. And he gets a letter about this girl who's 16 years old, and her father is extremely religious and believes she is possessed. So he asks this guy to come out and do an exorcism, and he's got a film crew with him, which people don't really like. But he's got a film crew with him, and he's got kind of all these props he uses to make the exorcism seem real. He has like an MP3 player to play demon noises, and smoke machine, and shakes. I can't remember how he did it exactly. He shakes the bed, and so he performs this exorcism, and it's all fake, and everybody's happy, and the guy pays him like a couple $100s or whatever, and he leaves. And then that night, she just shows up in his hotel room when she had no clue where he was, and he starts thinking there's something wrong with her. Not that she's possessed, but that she's mentally ill. And they kind of start investigating, and the dad wants him to do another exorcism, but he won't do it because he says they're fake. He doesn't tell the dad that, but he's like, oh, this isn't bad, there's something wrong with her. But the dad doesn't believe it. He's like, oh, it's a spirit, or not a spirit, it's an evil entity that's possessed her. And he's trying to help her out, and then just as things go on, he starts kind of maybe believing she is possessed, and they kind of go back and forth. It's kind of twist back and forth. Oh, is she possessed? Is she crazy? What's wrong with her? And then it has like just this crazy twist at the end, which was kind of hard to understand. They kind of do this a lot now, where they'll just kind of abruptly end it or make it so you can't really tell what's going on at the end, and then you just got to try to figure it out. Which, I mean, why are we buying a movie if we got to figure it out ourselves? Let me know if you understood the ending. It was a little confusing. Maybe if I watched it again, I would get it a little bit better. But I thought this was a really good movie. A lot of these exorcism movies are kind of boring, but I thought it was pretty good. And a lot of it's filmed documentary style because you're seeing it through the camera. And a lot of it's, just a regular film style too. So let me know what you thought of this movie, and let me know what you thought of the review.